Welcome back to the O Hockey Show, and today I am talking about the Carolina Hurricanes and what they should be doing at this upcoming trade deadline on March 3rd. So right now, the Carolina Hurricanes, second in the NHL, first in the Metro Division, 36-10-8. So they're doing pretty okay for themselves, not too bad. So really, they're solid. They're a solid team, and I've been saying this for a while now, right? They were one of my picks in the offseason to actually win the Stanley Cup. I have them up in the cup potential. I definitely see them at least getting to the conference finals. And I know in my video yesterday, not that anyone's watched it, but I got them only to the second round where they lose to the Rangers, which kind of puts in perspective that I think they need a little bit of help. They need some of that special sauce to put on them, right? So during the offseason, they bring in Brent Burns, who I thought was a steal. People have been talking bad about Brent Burns for so long now, and he had a drop-off season for having 50-something points with the San Jose Sharks of all teams last year. But people were ragging on Brent Burns as if he's a terrible defenseman just because Drew Doughty said something. And guess what? That's his interdivisional rival that he's been playing against for so many years, being top defenseman against, and which one's better. Of course he's going to talk trash about him, and then people actually took it literally, and then anytime that Brent Burns did something wrong, he's been shamed out of the universe for it. But here the Carolina Hurricanes trading for him, and here he is having an amazing season, points-wise at least, with the Hurricanes. I mean, who knew? Oh, I did. That's who. So Brent Burns, amazing pickup, right? That I feel like they needed that offensive defenseman to actually generate some offense from behind, and that was the perfect choice to bring him in. Now, I'm sure they would have gone with Erik Karlsson if he wasn't just so terrible last year and for the last few years, but they picked up a pretty good piece regardless. So Brent Burns doing amazing, but Max Pacioretty was a big move, and I thought it was a very smart one. A left-handed, solid scoring winger just to put alongside of just Natchez or Aho. Perfect pickup, right? I think they needed that pure goal scorer on this team. A guy that you just put out there, and he's on the power play. He's going to be so dangerous. And being a Sharks fan for at least a little while, I know Max Pacioretty is such a threat playing against him in the playoffs, especially. He seems just so, every time he's on the ice, he just seems so dangerous with his shot. And that was a great move. But, of course, Max Pacioretty is out forever or something like that. So, Pacioretty gone for a little while at least. And now I think you definitely need a replacement for that, because the going in against the New York Rangers or the Devils or whoever, the Capitals or whoever they end up playing in the playoffs, right? Whoever they're going to run into, I think this offense is great, and I believe in this offense, and I believe in this team of the Hurricanes. But I just think that they, especially with the Rangers making moves and picking up Vladimir Tarasenko, I really think that the Hurricanes need a little bit more extra sauce on their burger, I guess. So I think the best pickup for them would be the big free agent, the big trade deadline pickup name out there is Timo Meier, right? I really think that he would be the perfect pickup. I mean, he's also that left-handed goal scorer guy, but he's also strong, and he recorded the fastest NHL speed in an actual hockey game last year all season. He beat out Cale Makar, McDavid, Larkin. He beat out everyone else. He had the fastest recorded speed out of any player. Imagine him on this invigorated team on this amazing season he's having. He's trying to make the most money he can. He's playing already great in San Jose. Put him in Carolina, where he's actually going to get past the puck a little bit more. His friend in Brent Burns, well, I assume they're friends, is already over there. So you trade him over to bring him in, and if you have the Sharks retain some salary cap, $3 million bringing him in. Now, I know because of I'm not entirely sure with the LTIR money and how that works, but I think because they're on long-term reserve, that money doesn't count against them, but maybe some of it does. So I don't know. I don't know if they need to trade away more than a draft pick or a prospect if they need to unload someone from the team. But I'm sure they could find someone from this team to get rid of in return for Timo Meier and bring him in, because with the backup that New York is getting, and just all the teams that they're going to have to play against, and how last playoffs, I feel like they're, I mean, I might be wrong, but I just, in my mind, in my opinion, I feel like their offense wasn't really there for their playoff run, and I think that extra sauce of a Timo Meier would be perfect. I also think another, if they can't pick up Meier, would be Van Riemsdyk, another goal scorer. Like, I really think that's what the Hurricanes need, is that goal scorer. That guy with just a deadly shot. Meier would be the best one because he's more than just a shot, but he's definitely a pure goal scorer. Van Riemsdyk, a veteran guy, bring him on the team for a rental. Now, he's got a higher contract, and once again, I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but I do think one of those pure goal scorers, especially Meier, would be the perfect thing the Hurricanes could definitely add. And I'm throwing Shane Gostisbehere on here because I think the Hurricanes really need some more offense from behind. I think Brent Burns was a perfect pick, but going into the playoffs, if you want to do the 7 defensemen and then only 11 forwards, and you have like Gostisbehere and Brent Burns, 2 goal scorer guys on defense who can actually drive a play, and especially going into the playoffs, we have a better power play or something like that. I think that would be a huge pickup for them. I know Chikrin's out there, but Gostisbehere, he's been such a good goal scorer for a defenseman and driving offense on the Coyotes that this would be, I think it would be a great pickup for them to generate more of that offense. I think they need to lean more into the offense because defensively they're fine. I mean, that second line of Slavin and Pesce, like, that is such a shutdown line. No one, like, it's so hard for them to score against. And then in net too. Now, I know Anderson's kind of lacking, right? Not lacking. He's injury prone. He's not lacking play-wise. He's amazing in actual playing, but he's very susceptible to injury, apparently. So I would throw in maybe the idea of picking up maybe like a throwaway goaltender like a Vejmelka, which I know might be like, what? But listen, if you have him injured, I mean, I know you have Kochetkov in the wings, right? But you bring in Kochetkov, he didn't show up last season, right? Maybe you bring in a guy like Vejmelka, and then you scratch him, and when you need him, maybe you bring him up just in case of an injury to Anderson, because that seems to always be more than likely. So that is really all I have to think about the Hurricanes. I think the biggest piece for them to add is a top goal scorer for this team. I think a Tarasenko would have been a nice pickup, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really think Tarasenko fits in with Carolina. Like, him on the Rangers, I definitely see, like, when it first was announced, I was like, I see him in a Rangers jersey already. Like, it fit. I could see his nameplate on the back with his number on it. But on the Hurricanes, I could not see Vladimir Tarasenko in that black Hurricanes jersey. Like, it just, I don't think it would look right. But Timo Meier in that black Hurricanes jersey with Meier on the back with white letters with red outlines around it, I definitely could see number 28. Actually, isn't 28 already taken on this team? Might be. What number would he be? You know what? That'll be my question. Go down below to the comment section. Tell me, what number do you think Timo Meier would wear on the Hurricanes? And yeah, so that is all I have to say about the Carolina Hurricanes. So if you like this video, please go down below. Feel free to pick up your free subscription. Hit that like button. That's the thumbs up one, but not the thumbs down one. But you can go down below to the comment section. Tell me how stupid I am. And also tell me, you know, what number would Timo Meier wear on the Hurricanes? So tell me all that down below, and until next time, I have been your North Carolina host, Dressed Owen. Too sweet. If you get that, also type that down below if you get that joke. If you get the joke. Too sweet, and ta-ta for now.